Hi moms and dads, I am so happy that we are at this point. We have successfully finished all the phase 3 sounds and now we are ready to move to phase 4 sounds, that is workbook 4. Before we do that, we need to check. Has our little one learned all the letter sounds at this level? If not, they need to go back and learn those letter sounds which they are still unsure of. Now, how do we know that? We are going to find out by doing a simple assessment. This assessment is going to come in 3 steps. Okay? Now, step 1, you are going to start by checking if your little one can recognize the letter sound. That is the digraph or the trigraph. You are going to do this by pointing at the letter sound and the child has to say it. If they say it correctly, you put a tick against it. Okay? Now, moms and dads, it means we have to go and learn how to say these letter sounds or learn how we pronounce these letter sounds. You have to go to the pages and quickly scan through to get proper pronunciation. Otherwise, how are you going to make an accurate assessment? Okay, all right. So, if they hesitate or if they take some time thinking about the letter sound, that means they are still a little bit unsure, so they have to go back to that page where the lesson is and relearn the letter sound so that they are sure. Okay? All right. So that is to do with the letter sound. Point, they say the sound, you add a tick. They hesitate, you add a star, so that which tells you that they have to learn to do this lesson again so that they are sure. Okay? All right. That is step 1, checking letter sounds. Step 2, we are going to check their blending skills. Blending means to say individual sounds and then joining them together to say the word. Okay? As you can see, I have given you the words in splits. Okay? So you are going to ask the child, you are going to point and the child is going to say the individual sounds. Like here we have qu, a, d. After that, they are going to join those letter sounds together to say the word. Let me show you. If I'm the child, I would say qu, a, d. Blend, I would say quad. So they are supposed to first speak in sounds and then put the sounds together to say the word. Okay? We are checking blending ability. If they can do that easily, it means they have mastered the skill of blending, so they are ready to move to the next stage. The reason why we are emphasizing blending ability, it's because this is an essential skill all beginning readers need in order to read. So blending is the skill that helps them with reading both familiar and unfamiliar words. So if you find that the child is still finding blending difficult, I would suggest that they go back and read the words in this workbook, okay? Like you see here, we have k, a, l, kal. They should go back and have some practice before you move them onto book 4. Because even at book 4, they still have to practice blending, okay? All right. Okay, now step 3, we are going to check their blending skills. Segmenting is when we break a word into separate sounds, okay? And this is an essential skill that helps beginning readers to spell words easily, okay? For example, here you are going to read the word for them, okay? You say the word, here we have rush. The child has to break it into parts like this. R, or sh. They can use their blocks, they can use their fingers, okay? All right, whichever works for them. Or we have the word boil. They have to break it apart. B, oil, l. How many sounds? 3 sounds. Do you think you can write them down? Yes, okay? So as you can see, segmenting is the skill they need to spell words on their own by listening to by breaking the sounds apart and listening to the sounds in those words. Okay, if you find out that the child still has issues with segmenting, they have to go back and practice spelling these words. Okay, here we have book. Let them use the objects to count the sounds they hear in the word book. Book. How many separate sounds? 3 sounds. They should practice. They should have a little bit of more practice before you move them on to book 4. All right, that's it. Okay, enjoy the assessment. Feel free to share with me the feedback. I would like to hear how much our children have learned. If the child is brave enough to go on video and talk to me, I would really love that. I'd like to hear how they have found the workbook. Have they been able to learn new words? Can they read longer words on their own? I'd love to hear from the children as well, okay? All right, that is optional, but if you want, I would really appreciate that, okay? All right, now, don't forget to check the next video, moms and dads, because I have a very important message for you. Other than that, thank you for working with me, and thank you for all the effort you put in to help our little ones learn to read at an early age. Thanks for watching.